Within the first few minutes of Nioh, you immediately begin to feel that this game took heavy inspiration from the Souls series, right down to the boss battles, hidden locations of items, as well as the difficult but rewarding gameplay. However, Nioh adds a new take on the RPG genre by its renewed gameplay with a unique combat system which requires the player to constantly adapt to the enemies while still borrowing familiar elements from other games. Nioh is a game that focuses heavily on combat, although it does attempt to have an interesting story. Taking place in a period during the 17th century Japan, you play a fictional version of a real-life character named William Adams. His animal guardian spirit gets captured by a hooded wizard while William finds himself caught up in a web of politics. As with the Souls games, you probably won't be much invested in the story itself, as it often comes off as being silly despite the plot twists and cutscenes throughout the game. Graphically though, Nioh is incredible to look at, and it even runs better on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Unfortunately, I did not review this on a PS4 Pro system, but there are plenty of videos showing the differences, and you can clearly see where the PS4 Pro shines above the regular PS4. During certain missions, Nioh practically matches The Witcher 3 in every visual aspect. The music of Nioh is superb, matching the action with its upbeat rhythms while the sounds of swords and flesh clashes in the foregrounds. William has an Irish accent which surprisingly does not sound out of place or forced, and it was rather pleasant to hear characters communicate in their native tongue. The combat of Nioh is where the game really shines, combining the slow yet familiar pace of the Souls franchise with more modern and fast-paced action games. Nioh feels fresh and unique. Every battle has to be carefully calculated because regenerating your stamina or ki actively is vitally important in winning a battle. As a result, you wouldn't run in blindly into a fight because you can also see your enemy's ki meter, which makes manipulating the enemy as important as draining down their health bar. The three stances, high, low and mid, allows you to quickly change the stance without sacrificing any ki, and thus you can easily adjust the mode, which allows you to take advantage of the enemy which you are facing against. As you advance throughout the game, you'll unlock weapons which are suited for each certain stance, and thus even adding a bigger strategic element to the game. There are a variety of enemies in the game, and I never felt that I've seen the same enemy type too many times. One of the biggest differences from the Souls games is the fact that Nioh is broken up into individual stages instead of being one giant open world. These areas are still massive and beautiful to look at, despite of all of the death traps and ambushes waiting around certain corners. As with any RPG, the constant grinding for better loot is always satisfying. Combining that with the rewarding gameplay and the incredible visuals, Nioh is definitely a game that adds a lot of replay value. It does have elements of multiplayer though, where you can summon fallen NPC players at the location of their deaths, and you'll have a small chance of obtaining their gear, but it's not something a PvP player would find satisfying. Usually I rate games at buy now, wait for sale, look in the bargain bin, or rather avoid rating, and I would say that Nioh is definitely worth buying at a full price. The rewarding and satisfying gameplay will keep me hooked hours after I finish the campaign, and with the season pass announced, it'll be interesting to see where the series will go. But if you enjoyed this video, then why not click that subscribe button? And if you like this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why, so I can improve on my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the Red Tie Guy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.